No, Switchio. I bought it because I wanted it. You're the only person I know with a computer that's very similar yet different to mine. End of the second. Got it. I know, freshmen. I'm the same way. Alright. All I need you to do is have a few nerves in the SPH. Turn on display aero in the part action menu. Open a part action menu to see if perf tanks. I don't know where you heard that, Sawyer. These are the times I wish I lived in a house. I live in an apartment in a heavy wooded area. It wouldn't be a good idea to go running around at night trying to see the Starlink train. Peppermint, I live in an apartment. I went outside. The neighbors looked out their windows. Don't care. I don't care. I really don't. I mean, what's somebody gonna do pointing up in the sky? Like, if you went out and looked at, you know, you saw somebody outside and they're pointing up, they're like, hey, look at that. You know, like, oh, they're just looking at stars, right? Like, who cares? Well, the Red Sox killed the Angels 9-0. Tessa, what do you want me to do? What do you want to do to waste everybody's time now? Let's go. Here. Yeah, Robert just came back from Wallops. Yep. It's not the same singer, Nerd, but it's inspired by it. That's from a YouTuber, a Russian YouTuber named Anton Perenko. He does like sketch comedy. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, that's one of the sketches, I guess. Yeah, Caviar, maybe. I've had security called on me in my neighborhood. They ended up watching a launch with you. Really? No, that's cool, Green. Right on. Okay, Tessa, what do you want? What do you want me to do here? Nuclear engine? Been out of the loop on the SSTO. What's the latest? Well, exactly what I said. Craft an SPH, several nerves on it, turn on the arrow in part action menu, and open a part action window. That's cool, Bandit. What the hell was that? That was weird. It only does that with the nukes and some of the cargo modules. Interesting. Nope. Yeah, Jaka. Exactly. Alright, so here's where we left off last night. Here it is, the upgraded tank design. I extended the front tanks a little bit more and redesigned the aft tanks. Well, actually, I redesigned all of the tanks. Redesign all the things. And I'm pretty sure our fuel tank, crossflow, and everything is working just fine. Not pretty sure. I'm sure that this all works fine. We have the aero all figured out. Everything works really good. I know, Kyron, I've already fixed it. Drag cube, Tessa's probably it. But I don't know. When SSTO flight test? When I'm ready. Alright. Alright, so how are we going to do this? John Krause says we are on pace for 35 launches this year. Okay. No, Rage, I didn't. Not the right time, dude. It's not the right time to ask. That was just a chill stream. But, I find that crazy. Welcome to the new age of spaceflight, Bandit. Alright, so today I'm going to work on the wings and thermal protection system. So let's take all this out. Alright, so this is my SSTO project that we're working on. I'm trying to make something very similar to the Lockheed X-33 and Venture Star eventually. The Lockheed X-33 was a single stage to orbit prototype that Lockheed was going to build in anticipation of building a much bigger version of it as a fully reusable single stage to orbit launch vehicle. I.e., you put this thing on the pad, you hit spacebar, it flies up into space, you deploy payload, and it comes back down. And to start off, they were going to do a subscale demonstrator called the X-33. And I'm trying to build something basically like this for a small sat launcher, and then I'm going to build this right after that. I'm working on the thermal protection system in Aero today, if I remember how I signed off the VOD last night, and then we'll go from there. How many launches has SpaceX done this month? I don't know, Bandit. A lot. I successfully mined from Vol and delivered it to Farpoint Station. Nice. That's cool. Are you going to build the hump for the human-rated one? I mean, yeah, probably, Bandit. How many tons LKO is the bigger one? I don't know. It was 20 tons in real life, Swishio, so, I mean, I'll probably shoot for... Probably want the bigger one to be about 18, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think I could swing that one. It's usually a good way to do things, Rob. Alright, fellas, I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back, okay? I gotta take a pee real quick. You ever find out why the 2 ports on the fueling port? Oh, no, 619, I have to go figure that one out. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's go. Ah. Alright, so TPS and wings, let's do this. So I had the avionics package down here at the bottom. I don't think we want to put it there right now. I'm gonna want to move the center of mass a little bit more forward, but not by much. I really ideally would need it like right here. Right now it's right where that the checker marker is. That's where the COM is, and I don't need the integration port either. Alright, drummer. See you, bud. What kind of service base do we have here? Just out of curiosity. We have a 1.25 and then a 2.5 service bay. And then there's the service module. No. Nope. Okay. Have I ever built SSTOs before? Yeah. Yeah, of course I have. Just not one that Switch.io. I've built SSTOs, but I've never built SSTOs that I've like used a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, I never built ones that I used a particularly crazy amount of. But anyway. So let's flip this over, and this is not tank testing anymore. Let's go back into, let's make it Launch Vehicle 5 Proto. Semi-finalized tank config. Modified 15th. The only SSTO I've built that works right is a mainsail and a jumbo fuel tank. Alright, so those landing gear positions worked okay. I'll leave those there for now, but what we're gonna need to do down here is make some wings. Let me get the side profile here. This is the picture that I want. Yeah. The shape is basically a teardrop, or at least as close as you can get. The bottom is perfectly flat. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, let's go into the wings here. So I'm gonna do the underbelly first, I guess, of this thing. That. Move those wings so they're lower than any of the tanks, right? It doesn't really matter. It's all about balance with a vehicle like this, Bandit. You know what? I'm going to take the landing gear off for now. Alright, now let's just... I need to see some other pictures of this thing from different angles. Because I'm going to try to make the shell. I'm going to try to make the aero shell for this more or less. It's pretty much a straight line to kind of a hemispherical nose cone, right? Pretty much straight line all the way back, and then it gets right here. So like right around here is where the thing gets perfectly straight. So let's hit the road, man. Alright, so let's put that there like this. Alright. That's looking good. Now I'm going to copy the same thing over, right? Really don't want our center lift to be too far ahead. That's not really ideal. See, like, that won't fly. It won't fly very well. We're too heavy. Too heavy out back. But don't worry, we're not done yet, so I'm going to shut that off just so nobody notices for now. Okay, Jack. So keep in mind, this isn't the final thing. I gotta put together a prototype. I gotta get something on paper, so to speak, here. So we can... Gotta start somewhere, basically. Probably answered this already, but... What does this thing launch from the just straight from the runway? It launches like a rocket, so like this, and lands like an airplane. You want to watch the prototype video from Lockheed? I can show you guys. We'll cue up the classical music.
To develop technologies essential for lowering the cost of going to space, Lockheed Martin is building and will fly an extraordinary, fully reusable vehicle, the X-33. Its first 450-mile flight from Southern California to Utah will take just 14 minutes. To protect the vehicle from the high heat of re-entry, X-33 uses an innovative metallic thermal protection system.
It's not in the budget to buy it, Max.
X-33 flies and lands autonomously.
Nice. You're listening to this while playing Doom?
After landing,
Whoops.
the X-33 will be returned to the launch site.
Yes, Spellsword. Reginald, please go fetch the X-33 from the hangar. Oh, yes, my X-33, I named it. It's called the S-Plane. It carries cargo, so, yes, when people see it launch, they go, look at that S-Cargo. What?
Be reprocessed and flown again in a matter of days, demonstrating rapid turnaround critical to the operations of a low-cost space plane.
Stop it! Stop doing that! Pardon me.
Its two linear aerospike engines propel the vehicle to speeds greater than Mach 13 and an altitude of more than 50 miles. The fuel for these engines is carried in lightweight composite cryogenic tanks, which forms the lifting body structure, creating an efficient aerodynamic design.
Inconel titanium metallic heat shield with aluminum silicate fibers. No, cilia fibers, not silicate. Excuse me, it's not rocks.
Flying the X-33 demonstrator will prove the technologies required to make space transportation more available by reducing the cost of getting there.
So this is what I'm trying to make, guys.
The Odyssey begins. Venture Star.
The X-33 would have led to
As
what you're about to see
the
here.
Next millennium, a new space vehicle is being born that will unleash the economic power of space by breaking the cost barrier of getting there. Lockheed Martin calls it Venture Star, a single stage to orbit, fully reusable space plane from the best minds of the aerospace industry.
So how it's flying through space is fake, but this was supposed to launch. This is not sci-fi. Lockheed had this on the books.
Every time we use the internet, place a mobile phone call, or access video on demand.
It's pretty awesome, Tree. I mean, Venture Star would have been insane. That thing is as big as an external tank. It's as tall as one. Well, almost. It's about as big as Starship, believe it or not.
Venture Star is designed with simplicity and operational efficiency, enabling return to space on a regular basis. With its aircraft like
Canceled it, by the way. So that's what I'm trying to make. Record scratch. They canceled it. Just thought I'd let you know. All right.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hey, Cough, 73-month resub, dude. Flyby subscribe, my guy. 2001, A Space Odyssey? Sure, why not? Venture Star reminds me of the shuttles from Babylon 5. Yeah, no. Definitely got that. Yeah, you're not wrong, dude. Totally see it. Totally. What's up, Cough? How you doing? It's what I suggested that you do. Move it like a plane with a tech that holds the front landing gear. Too bad the Kraken won't allow it. We'll figure out something nuclear. I have some other ideas that we could do. Good endings. Record scratch. Brrr! It got canceled. Okay. This is going to be a tough thing to figure out, man. But I think we can do it. It's just going to be, yeah, like I said, a little tough. Big red stamp. Cancel. No fun allowed. Alright, the angle that these at aren't the right angle that I put these tanks at. Huh. Damn. So, where would this need to be out here so it converges basically at the front? I need it to converge for the most part at the nose cone. Here, let me just put these here so I can see. See, the straight line actually is better if yeah, it would be better if I did that. Hold on, get rid of this, get rid of this. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright, so this part right here is going to have this, right? And then these wings are, believe it or not, are probably going to go all the way to the back. So that's where these wings need to be. Because I mean, I haven't gotten the engine mounts totally figured out yet, nor do I have the back figured out yet. But that's basically what we want, right? Something like that. And then if I line this up here, I know that this thing can turn up like that, right? There we go. And then maybe, can we get away with that? No, I mean, this thing is actually pretty much flat for the most part. Just put that up like that and just leave it like that. Okay, so the back part of this is pretty straight, and then it basically converges right to the front nose. Just curious, are you going to simulate an aerospike engine? I'm using shuttle engines, dude, because believe it or not, shuttle engines aren't that far off from what the aerospike would have ended up being, if you really want to know. Yeah, they wouldn't have been that far off. That's really not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want either. So I'm just doing up some different wing configurations here and kind of seeing what I like and what I don't like. All right, now let's see what happens if I attach this here. Suddenly, the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody's expecting it, surely. I think you have to stagger the strakes. Yeah. We'll see. So keep in mind, this is like my first attempt, guys. This is gonna go through a couple of drafts here, if I do say so myself. It's gonna go through a couple of different versions. If I do say so myself. No, there's gonna be. This is not gonna be what the final thing looks like. I'll tell you that. Almost. Okay. Last, it could help. Does the fuselage generate lift as well as the wings at the back? Yep, it's called a lifting body. Why? Because the body of the vehicle lifts as well as the wings. Could you pull up an image of the X-33 and keep it for reference? What? Like that? And that? Yes, I can. And I do. Did you say this will have panels? It could, Joshy. Yeah, I just gotta kind of figure out how I want to put this thing together. Alright, I want to carry something over that I did on Dart because I think it flies really well. I ended up, what we did was we used grip pads because they're super freaking light. Yeah, 78 kilos. It's not, you know what I mean. They're pretty dang light and they make a really good wing leading edge. So we can move these into position. Just like that, right? And then... Nah, that's not really what I want. It needs to be something like that, and then these edges need to... Yeah, that's basically it right there. And this is what I call a pro gamer move. Okay? Yeah, that's much tighter. That looks good. See last, please. Did you? Okay. Give me 1 second. It is backlit, Forge. Yeah, I thought it would be. Would you like some info on the metal they were going to use? It's called a nickel titanium alloy that is impervious to salt water and can even be used for rocket engine nozzles. Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, like, Elfish, it's so annoying. It's so annoying that they didn't do it. It's really aggravating, man. It's pissing me off. Where's the door? Pissing me off there, meat man. So if I take this one, oh. Two to two with 5 left in the third. Give me one moment. You know what? Having cable really pays off, King. You know why?
Everything great is birthed through discomfort.
Yeah, because I was watching the Indy race this afternoon. Now I'm watching a hockey game. I could just click on it and it'll just, because I have Verizon internet and cable, it'll just be like, oh, this is a Verizon connection. Yep, you have the sports package. Boom, can watch it right on my computer. Freaking love it. Caps are on their third goalie. That's cool, Thomas. Look. Now that I'm watching, though, the Bruins will lose. Watch. Because I turned on the game halfway through. Bruins are gonna lose. So damn handy. Good, go Caps! My man Rask is in the goal. What a save by Rask. Kiitos, Rask, kiitos. Yeah, John, it's just being a sports fan. Alright, so... Alright, let's start building. Let me build something. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do, watch this. This is a cool idea for how I want my thermal protection system to work here. Watch. What we'll do is I'll take one of these guys, right? I'll take that, absolute snap that, and then take this one and absolute snap this one, okay? Then I'll copy it. See that? Absolute snapping these, and then take, guess what? Do the same thing. Do it again. And I'm going to make a line of triangles. I'm going to make a series of tubes, okay? It'll be like a big truck, okay? Didn't like that. Like shuttle tiles, kind of. Actually, hold on. Let me do this over. So watch. We're gonna do this. And I'm gonna take another one of these guys. And we're gonna absolute lock this. Ready? I'm just making sure that I attach every single one of these pretty much in the exact same way. Take a look. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going with it a couple times over here. Ah, I didn't do it right again. That's the right way. I want the texture on the tiles to be, or the triangles to be going the correct direction. See that? This is what I mean about attaching every one of these in the exact same way. And then go here, make sure that's grandparent strutted, make sure that's grandparent strutted. Okay. See, now we're talking. Linear arrow spikes would be awesome. Linear arrow spikes in real life would be amazing. Alright, so we got a line of these, you see that? Now what we're gonna do is, well, I'll leave a copy of it there. Now, let's just mess around here. Let's see what we come up with, okay? So I'm gonna take these triangles, right? And these first couple of triangles, they're pretty much lined up, right? But here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this. Oh, it's placed the wrong way. Let's try this. It's not exactly lined up, but just bear with me. Do you not want this in symmetry? No, 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 not right now. Not really liking it. These things with the textures going up and down like that, the transforms get all messed up, so I'm gonna need to redo it. Let's just piece something out, you know. I'll just kind of freehand it for now, and we can go in symmetry if you guys want. This is what I'm basically just trying to do now, is trying to come up with a way to do a thermal protection system. The reason why is because, like, watch. If you use the triangles correctly, you can make nice concave surfaces. Or, well, not concave. You can make convex surfaces with these things using tries, like how a 3D modeler would. So you just angle that one a little bit, right? And then you go and attach the next one. And sometimes making them in a string really, really helps, right? So, like, watch this, alright? I'll fill in this gap here, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. I've used this before. Starbase is born. How come you don't use the nodes? Because I'm freehanding right now, Van, I need to do a study, believe it or not, into the differences in aero between node attachment and not node attachment. I'm fairly confident that the node attachment is going to net me something different versus not. We're going to have to do some aero tests. Looks like I have to adjust that a little bit. We're going to OT? Oh, man. Alright, there we go. So, see, like, if I went all the way back with the triangles, right? Here's what you could do. So, say I wanted to make, like, a nose for this thing, right? We could take this, and we rotate it in. Right? Then that sounds about right. Once again, I'm freehanding out because I have to kind of sculpt with this stuff. You know? You think so, Kuro? These parts actually aren't going to be too incredibly hard to sculpt out. It's like the nose cone area is going to be really difficult, but we got this. But yeah, Van, I probably want the finalized design to have node attachment, but not just for aero, but for probably thermal as well. This part is like Stormworks. Kind of. Yeah. Alright, so now we go down here, right, to the next one. Check this out. And you rotate it a little bit more, right? And then if you take the triangles, right, you just kind of move them around a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, this is a little part intensive, so I only use this where I absolutely kind of need to. But look at the shapes that this thing can offer if you know what you're doing. It's really friggin' useful. And also, I have a theory, and I kind of want to prove it, and this is what I mean by doing like aero testing. My theory is that these things can work like tiles if you place them correctly. So Van, we know that, like, I'm talking to Van Roden in chat, dude, we know that placing them in a certain way affects them aerodynamically, right? But does placing them node attach versus not node attach affect them thermally? Could I use this to disperse heat? And I think the answer is yes. I used it on Collins, and I'm pretty sure it worked. Hey, Super. What's up, man? How are you? See, Van, I use them first. I usually put panels in there. Like, dude, when I did it back in the day, man, I'll admit, I was like, oh yeah, you know, aero is the reason. And that's not bullcrap, dude, because it did help the thing fly a little bit better, but it was more balancing it out. These things did create drag, but the amount of drag that they created was negligible to the amount of mass. They helped balance out the shuttle. Now, I'm pretty sure I can do that with this because we have the same problem. Rearward center of mass bias. Well, why? Well, because we have 2 Mack trucks worth of freaking engine out back, right? Like, it's going to have basically the aerodynamic equivalent of snap oversteer, right? So, we got to, you know, there's something we got to figure out with that, right? And what we can do is balance out the tiles, and if I can simultaneously use them for thermals and for, if I could use them for thermals and for you know, aero and balance, then we're in business here. Yeah, that's exactly what the shuttle tiles do. They spread the heat around. They work kind of like a heat sink almost, Joshy. They absorb, don't get me wrong, they absorb most of the heat. They can absorb, they have crazy amounts of thermal, what is it, thermal conductivity? Doesn't it come at a major cost to part count? Yeah, but it's the balance. I mean... You know, Sawyer, the way I look at it is like the shuttle. The shuttle has one very tiny nose gear up at the very, very front of the shuttle. It's at the very, very front of the shuttle because it needs to balance the engines in the back. They need to balance as much as they could. So they put everything, avionics, the nose cone, forward RCS, the crew tank, the water tanks, all the COPVs are as far forward in the shuttle as possible, right? It's not that they wanted a small landing gear on the shuttle, it's that they really needed to balance the dang thing. So that made it so they had to lop it off of a 747 to get the thing to fly. Whereas Buran, you don't need to worry about balance as much because you don't have engines out back, right? So they put a big front landing gear on it and took the thing off, no problem, right? So it's a trade-off, just like everything else with rocket science, man. I don't know about the coffee maker, Laws. That's a little weird. You telling me you found a used coffee maker, a bottle of oil and headphones in a wholesale car you moved? Yeah, I don't know. That's a little weird. See, if we just freehand out these triangles, I'll come up with a better way to make them later. Like, I'm just kind of basically doing the equivalent of 3D modeling and sculpting, right? Right? Let's just go in here. If we do this right, we can make a nice geometric shape that, look, see, you could bridge the gap and make a really, really nice looking nose cone. Yeah, Swishio. Well, that's cool. You discovered the stream when I was doing the exact same thing. What can I say? I have a thing for panels. Me and the panels. I understand them. See all those panels in chat? Look at that. See what I'm talking about? Look at that. You freehand this out, and actually, well, here. Check this out. You can get crazy with this if you want to. Like you can, because you can paint each individual tile a different shape, I can make it look like there's dark tiles and light tiles here, so. And you can make it look like it's got a thermal protection system with different color tiles on it, just like the shuttle, see? And then, look, wouldn't that look really cool? Flying that through space? I mean, once again, these little things right there, I can sculpt it so a little bit better so it doesn't have those. But also, see what I'm talking about, man? This thing, you can get really crazy with this. And believe it or not, it doesn't fly as bad as you'd think. Now, Jaka, I don't know what the heck I would do for the top, but I'm sure we'd figure it out. Dude, I've made entire fuselages for vehicles out of panels before and they flew just fine. These things don't create as much drag as everybody thinks they do. These small ones don't. Look, their mass is nothing. They're 10 kilograms, 22 pounds. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's like a stack of paper. That's it. Actually, 20-pound paper, or 24-pound paper would be, yeah, it weighs about as much as a stack of paper. Or for the Europeans, a stack of A4. Same thing. Yeah, they're actually really freaking light. I weigh more than that. I would hope so, Sneaky. The rusty panel. Ugh. A man did me like that, man. Why? And look, 170 parts right now. I mean, if I find a nice way to bridge this to the wings, right, then we're good to go. You know, basically I gotta find that line right there, but also, yeah, filling in some of these could be a little bit more difficult, but. If I make the grip pads line up with the wings there, it'll be easier to bridge that shape. But can you lift a duck-sized chicken? Aren't chickens just duck-sized? Exactly. You made my face hurt. Do wings have a dark option? No. What's that? Is that the backlighting? Did Austin take a picture of it? He did. Dude, I called that. This afternoon, I'm like, these things gotta be backlit. Austin took an awesome picture. That's so cool. Oh god, why is that so cool? It's just some letters on the side of a road. What are the two color options on the panels? Are they new? There's 4 actually, Shady. They're not new. I don't think. Yeah, that's down by the propellant depot at Boca Chica. I have, like, silver tinfoil, gold, Myla wrap, the dark panel, and then the white panel. RGB, 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 RGB. Mary had a picture too. Yep, yep. How long has the silver and gold been an option? That was so long ago, I couldn't even tell you exactly when they put that in. Yeah, I believe these panels were added with making history. Okay, overtime's on, guys. I'm gonna use these panels for sculpting here, and we'll go see what we can do. Oh yeah, that's right. That part count wasn't included in those bunch of panels over there. Huh. Alright, let's see what... So here's what we'll do. Ready? Just give me this and just attach that right there. And then I'll take this freaking wall of panels, right? And we'll absolute snap all of them together. Okay, maybe we won't. There. Perfect. Your inner lines are jagged on the triangles. I know. I know, that's really the only way we can get this done right. Alright, so this is more in line with how I'll do it. How we'll probably end up making this. Just gonna ignore the wings for a moment. I probably won't make the entire thermal protection system out of this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Probably wouldn't. But you guys did pay for the extra cash if I wanted to fork the part count over. But if it's a lot of parts on this, on the big one, it'll be even more. So, yeah, you gotta be careful. Part of the geometric pattern is that they'll overlap just a little bit. Are the bigger triangles you can use? I can, yeah. For certain parts, yeah. Alright. How much is the SPH upgrade? 1.6 mil. Yeah, Carrier, pretty much. Oh, that's gonna move the front. Wait, but what about those 4 FX and 2 Freedom 7s? What? What about them? I've already launched one. These things take 2 seconds to make, so I'm just gonna get rid of them so I can see kind of where we are with the actual part count. Yeah, we should find a way to bridge that gap. Are you still gonna fly them? What are you gonna do with all that money in science? What are you talking about? Wait, hold on. What did you lost me. How much is the SPH upgrade? You have more than enough cash. Well, Swishio, I don't want to upgrade it if I don't have to. I could. I have more than enough cash. You're right, dude. I could splurge it right now and still have plenty of money left over, launch all the Freedom 10s and do all the testing. But I'm not going to pull the trigger on that until I absolutely have to, right? I told you they would lose, Hellfish.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Ah. It's because I started watching the game halfway through. Oh, what a horse. Oh, a dribbler. 5-hole, Took? 5-hole? Oh, God, I can't watch this trash team win. That's terrible. Ugh. 5-hole. Come on, man. Unbelievable. Make, what the frick, dude? Perché le Satana? Satana vittu Satana. Perché le? Anyway, Persian, what's up, man? Tier 2 54-month resub. Satana. Oh, Satana. Satana. Oh, Satana. Park count is through the roof. Yeah, I'm just sculpting, Reagan. Don't worry. Just chill. Possible offsides? No way. No way. Don't give me hope. Don't give me hope like that, you dick. Nothing? You're flying? Right on, man. So we appreciate you flying with EJ Air. Wait, you are flying with EJ Air, right? Oh no, Hand Banana Air. You're flying with Hand Banana Air, right? Well, like, you know, Venture Star was going to use some... And when I, by the way, the trash team, I meant the Bruins, not the Caps. If you lose, you lose. It's playoff hockey, deal with it. Ah, sports ball. No, this is ice stick. Or no, ice puck. Different, Mason. This isn't sports ball. There's no ball in this sport. The only balls in this sport are the ones that the hockey players carry between their friggin' legs. Hold on.
Inside, we have a good ball. And he got a game winner for Nick Dowd.
Of course he wasn't offsides. Ugh. Imagine not rooting for an original 16. That's really funny to me. You aren't in symmetry. Don't yell at me. Thanks. If you want to see true athletic pain, try being a Vikings fan. Builder, wait. Builder, you're overseas. You're overseas. Aren't you in Europe? That means you chose the Vikings as the team that you wanted to root for. Okay, you're not overseas. Alright, cool. No. Alright, fine. Okay, alright, cool. You live in Minnesota. Alright, well, yeah, then in which case I'm sorry. That sucks, man. Dude, there's some people that watch the stream that are Patriots fans, and I'm like, yeah, see, you chose the Patriots because they were the best. Yeah, it's good, right? Like, but then I run into some Euro viewers that chose, like, I was about to say the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are a good team. Like, I think the Jets or something. And I'm sorry. Doesn't everyone choose the team they want to root for? You called hockey sports ball less than a minute ago, Mason. Your opinion's irrelevant. As a Senators fan, I can assure you I know pain. Oh. What's the Sens? Ottawa? I'm sorry. It's a flattened ball? No, it's not. It's a freaking, it looks like a can of tuna. What's the Bruins winning percentage in the Stanley Cup Finals? As a St. Louis Cards fan, today was pain seeing Pujols probably signing with the Dodgers. Pujols is going to go to the no, J-Shelf, don't let that happen. We already made that stupid mistake with Mookie Betts. Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't, Jeff, don't do it. Richard, let's get the frick out of here. It's all over ESPN. Damn Dodgers and the... As is tradition. No way, Bandit. Dodgers fan for life. Actually, if I'm going to root for an NL team, it's the Dodgers, believe it or not. Because, Scott, I'm a big Dave Roberts fan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big Dave Roberts fan. And I like Mookie Betts, too. He's pretty good. But Dave Roberts, though. Who's my favorite hockey player? Chara. Probably Chara. Even though he's on the Capitals. Oh, God, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. That means if the Bruins lose, I have to root for the Capitals. Oh, God. Orden, I am a Michael Bolton fan. Oh, God. You mean the alien known as Chara? Yeah. Oh, God, Chara's on the Capitals. Oh, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. I don't want to watch this anymore. Go Cap. No, go Bruins. If the Bruins lose, then go Caps. Not right now. No. Bad Joe. Bad Joe. Bad. The Dodgers are America's baseball team? I'm pretty sure the Yankees are going to have something to say about that, and I'm saying that as a Red Sox fan. This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. I was wondering, why did you think I was from Europe? Builder, I think there's probably another person named Builder or something, dude. Mets. The Mets. Ugh. I'll never root for the Capitals. Tom Wilson, bad. Yeah, exactly. Go Red Wings? I can get behind that team, man. That's fine. The Red Wings are okay. I have to now. How are we going to line the wings up, guys? What angle are we talking about here? Yeah, see, that works if these things are tilted inward. See that? So, what happens if I tilt them like that? I think one of the diagrams you have that says it's a 70 degree sweep. The sweep angle on the fuselage. Got it. All right, I can figure that one out. Max, that's no problem. Okay, so and once again, guys, this is just me sculpting. This isn't what it's gonna look like out of the gates. I'll probably use wings for this straight section right here, just like I did with Collins. I'm going to, just like Venture Star is kind of an adaptation. I mean, it's not, but it's kind of like, there's no doubt that Lockheed maybe learned something. Well, no. I was going to say, the Venture Star could be like this, you know, they learned from the Space Shuttle when they made Venture Star, but they really didn't. No. Lockheed just came up with their own tile. Holy crap, what a bunch of chads, dude. Yeah, I know, Reagan. Isn't that cool? Just wondering. Okay, no, sorry. Bandit, F1 fans are destroying IndyCar. I mean, they're not wrong, Bandit. Mothers is spoiling us with the Formula 1 coverage. Imagine if the shuttle used Lockmark tiles. I mean, Hellfish, yeah, that nickel titanium Inconel with aluminum cilia. Dude, who the frick thinks of that? Who thinks of that? That's unbelievable. Okay, so 90, 85, 80, 75, 70. Yeah, Safi for the win. That's bullcrap, not Hellfish, Chiron, that's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. Who the hell thinks of this? Like, come on. Come on now. Come on then. How about you? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need a guideline. And the guideline basically needs to be like that. I mean, only Lockheed. That's Lockheed all day. I mean, once again, fellas, Lockheed used to be, well, not used to be. They still pretty much are. It's just the projects that they work on you don't really hear about. Alright, so these got to follow that line here. So give me this, right? Well, I can't mess with the front one. Let's mess with this one. Just take that and... That's a 70-degree slope right there. There we go. One of my favorite Nova episodes was when Skunkworks opened the doors and built and tested a model of HO229 on their radar range. Holy crap, dude. I remember that. I remember that episode. And they freaked out when someone tried to take a picture of the mount for the test stand. Right? And they put it upside down on the plinth and they shot radar at it to get its radar signature to see if the Horton 229 could have been stealth. How the hell do I remember that? That's weird. I remember that completely. That's bizarre. Yeah, I remember that distinctly. Distinctly remember that. That was cool, man. That was really cool. Remember the time you tested that plane? That was really cool. The FBI wants to talk with you. We just have one more test. You're exactly what we thought from years of government training. Now, there's only one test left to administer. An eye exam. We're not hosting an intergalactic kegger down here, Bandit. What is Nova? It's a public broadcasting system documentary show. Yeah, guys, for these parts, I might want to... Here, let me look and see how I did it with the shuttle. Give me 1 second. Because, like I said, this isn't the first time I've done this. I did this with this before. Yeah, I blended it. I blended it into the wing. Octograbber number 3 looks to be halfway done in a heat tile testing. Cool, cool. Looking back on this, I probably should have made this panels as well. And if I had made that grip... Oh no, I kept these as I-beams for a very good reason. I kept them as I-beams to help weigh the shuttle down. Yeah, I had the whole stack, Corey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you guys think? Think this looks okay thus far? I'm really just kind of sculpting today, so there's no really rhyme or reason to this. We'll hone in the design better later. No, the only other Nova I can recall off the top of my head is when they tried to rescue that B-29 and some idiot didn't wire it correctly and it burned down in the Arctic. Yeah, Snackless, you gotta be careful with the aero. What about the Hubble? Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head, man. The underbody isn't in symmetry. Oh, it's just one wing, but alright. See, the problem that I'm running into right now, amongst other things, is that that isn't parallel to that. So, this could be problematic, to say the least. It wasn't the plane's wiring. The guy left the generator running in the plane. Really? That's even worse, man. That's even worse. Jaka, I think I recall that one. I think I remember that. I'm not sure off the top of my head. That, dude, the front though, that shape, dude. Do you think we got Venture Star right or what? I'm actually asking. Do you think it looks like it? It's close. It's getting there. Are there any curved panels in the game? No. I'm gonna get rid of these for now. Curving looks close. Okay, good. See, once again, we have different angles right here, so that's no good. Silicom, you just got your first win in iRacing. Dude, congratulations, man. That's not easy. Alright, you know what? Let me take these off for a second, okay? Let me mess with this again and see what I can see. I could use... Let's do something like this, okay? I'll make the wings kind of backwards to how I usually do this. Right? Oh, wait, no, I gotta place it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, see these two things, right? So what we gotta do, we gotta take these and I gotta rotate them into position. Just like that, right? And then just copy this piece, okay? So, watch. Get this. And once again, Adventure Star is a very weird shape. It's a bizarre shape. But, if we do this, and we do this right, watch this. We might be able to match the angle a little bit better. Video them lighting up the sign. This is almost like a modeling stream. It kind of is, isn't it? And then what I would ideally want is this. To basically be flat. I don't want so much wing clipping going on up there, but you get the idea. I could use that to bridge out the rest of the concave shape, and it would be made out of smaller wings, but yeah, that could work a lot better. Hey, Riv. Looks good, huh? Okay. Now, for this part, because this part is pretty dang straight, I don't think I need that. I don't think I need all these.
Discovery,
So let me separate that, and let me do that, okay? And then I'm going to take this, and I'm going to reattach it over here to that back wing, and it'll basically bridge the gap for us, right? If I take this, and we do that. And once again, I'm freehanding right now, guys. Don't think this is going to be the final design. I have to do thermal protection system tests with this to figure out how it works. Harp, 23-month resub. How you been? I'm good, man. How are you? How's things? Is there any way we could get a darker nose cone? Oh. Yeah, I kind of don't like how it has the front nose cone like that. Doesn't look the worst. I successfully received an image from Ghost16 yesterday. Full disc, false color image. I'll put it in Discord. From Ghost16, you're communicating with what goes as a weather satellite. Arctur, do you work with the NOAA or? That's cool. It's really cool, actually. Oh, that's cool, Riv. The ghost satellites are pretty damn impressive. So for the people that don't know, you ever like see like maps of the weather, like the weatherman on the green screen, right? That's just the Doppler radar. But if you see like a zoomed out view, like that they use for like tracking hurricanes and stuff, and it's black and white, and it shows the map is black with and it looks like infrared almost. Those are the GOES satellites. They use them to track hurricanes. Anyway, decoder is public. You can decode and receive telemetry from anywhere. That's cool. Yeah, here, I'll show you what the GOES satellites look like. I mean, they take fantastic pictures. So stuff like this, you've seen these pictures before. These guys, these are the what the GOES satellites take pictures of. These things. Yeah, ArcSign, it's gonna look real good. I just gotta find a way to bridge the wings, dude. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, the GOES satellites also take these pictures. See? This is what I'm talking about. Crazy, huh? Making imagery like that is part of what I do. That's awesome, Weather Guy. That's, seriously, I'm not just saying that, that's really freaking cool, dude. How you do that thermal protection system test? We have to create heat flux, RJ. Yeah, gotta create heat flux. Hey Zelnerd, what's up, man? How are you? What's up, O-Force? Did you do aero occlusion testing? It was all done yesterday. Check out Goes East. Great picture, O-Force. That's amazing. It's really starting to look like something cool. I told you I would approach this in good faith, man. Because if I'm going to make another SSTO, we're going to do it, and we're going to do it friggin' right. And once again, I'm freehanding right now, guys. I'm just trying to see what I think would look good and how it would look good and perform good. Well. I mean, I think we're onto something here. I think that's a safe bet. That the tile system that I'm using is probably going to be what we're looking for. I don't think we need that triangle there. Aerospace and Science Channel, okay. Huh. Well, that picture doesn't suck, dude. Jeez. This freaking world, man. You know, like, it's like, oh, born too late to explore this, or born too early to explore the universe, born too late to explore the stars. Yeah, but yet we have stuff like that. That's pretty freaking cool. Not decided, RJ. Allergies again, man. That's why I keep grabbing at my nose. Dude, I just got Trimaxian drone ship vibes from this for a second. Anybody else? Just for like a split second. I'm like, huh. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Finally, for March of 1989, near normal precipitation, I should say, sorry, near normal temperature in March, and above normal precipitation, an active storm track.
Yeah, Hawks, you saw it too? Alright, cool. Just making sure it wasn't just me.
Storm dates the 5th and 6th, 10th through the 12th, the 16th through the 18th, 22nd through the 24th, the 29th, and the 30th of the month. That is our long-range winter forecast. If you missed any of that, we're
Yeah, the other day, Demo Revolution, a viewer that's been watching the stream for a while, just graduated today. Demo, if you're here, congratulations, buddy. Was telling me pick the wing angle, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Pick the wing angle. This is what he means. You're gonna run into a geometry problem here. Butch, don't know if you remember, but I started a new job at a coffee factory. Now I get why you love Factorio so much. Yeah, you told me that. You told me that the other day, right? And I said, I like coffee. I know. Yeah. Aren't factories cool, man? Seeing all the gears turn? Like, I don't know how people can't, like, not look at that and be like, oh, huh. How can you not look at freaking all the stuff happening? There's stuff happening here, and it's interesting. KSP, yeah, KSP 2, procedural wings, man. Procedural wings confirmed. which is unbelievable. Yeah, this will work and it'll be less parts. Either we're not normal or they're not normal. Yes. Wait, no. Who's not normal? What are procedural wings? Basically, you put a wing down and it's a shape, and then you can right-click on it, and you have attributes, and you can change the attributes in the part action window, and it'll make the wing longer, change the sweep angle. Yeah, instead of having to build a wing like this, which is a good idea. I still like PorkJet's wings. These are super useful. You can make a wing pretty much any shape you want, dude. The procedural wings are going to be your favorite thing. Yeah, Pi, I know what you mean. See how I did this with the wing? It's called, it's a build style that I like called wing tessellation. Very, very useful for making a weird rounded shape. You basically make whatever shape you want. But the thing is, you have to understand a little bit how, yep, you guessed it, the hierarchy works. But if you do it right, you can make a nice shape, and it goes around a corner, and it looks real good. Procedural wings, you think will take away from the magic of KSP? Who says there's not going to be regular wings in it? What if they have both of those things? What if the procedural wing is something you unlock? Oh, force. Does this make you happy? Gotta run dinner time. Love the progress on this build. Keep up the work. Thanks, man. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Yep. Actually, that's really consistent. With a re-entry vehicle, you want your center of lift to basically be pointing through your center of mass. You don't want it to not point through, because then you're going to have to compensate during re-entry. You basically want them completely lined up. Center of lift has to go right through, because if the center of lift is going right through, center of lift doesn't have moment over the vehicle, and it won't cause it to nose down or nose up. The space shuttle center of lift, pretty much when it's going through re-entry, is right aligned. The reason why is so the RCS doesn't need to be used to keep the shuttle at a certain angle. All right, the RCS is used to adjust. Just like you wouldn't have a control surface deployed on a plane to get the plane to fly straight, right? I need my center of lift to point right through, and that way the center of lift just slows the vehicle down and doesn't make it it just slows it down, and it doesn't make it fly like and it doesn't have moment, so it doesn't pitch the thing up or pitch the thing down. Excuse me. Yeah, that's really important. Have you ever worked in a factory? Nope. No, never. Never worked on a line before, Fletch, but I know a lot about it, for what it's worth. And I do really like industrial engineering. Industrial engineering is really cool. manage a factory and can run all the stuff in it. That's cool. So the thing that we got to figure out is how the heck we're gonna, because this thing has a rearward center of mass bias. We got to figure out how the heck this thing is gonna come together. Now, I like the grip edge, the grip leading edge here. That's fine. I like the wings going under like this. That's cool. That should be good enough. And if I go through, I'll go through and we can make these look a little bit better to help bridge up the gap, right? We got to do the tests with them. And I just really need to figure out a good wing angle, right? Like, so we got to take these wings, right? And I got to put them kind of like this. And does the sweep angle match? Oh, it's so close. The sweep angle on these is like 65. What if you make the external wings first? Yeah. We're gonna have to get a little creative. I like this, and then, well, the external wings, of course, are going to be, let me just take a look at this thing again. Yeah, wow, they're 44 degrees dihedral. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yep, 70 degree sweep. I mean, they're even more. They're almost like that. Oh, it's this thing. Yeah. Yeah, very, Venture Star. Or, well, X33 Venture Star. Alright. Well, that's some good work here. We're gonna have to basically finalize this stuff on Monday. I gotta have this shape finalized and then the underside finalized out. It has to be. We really need to be flight testing this thing by the end of the week. By the end of next week. It has to be pretty much done by the end of next week. It's gonna be a good build, Shaw. Yeah, I mean, if it leaks into next week, it's gonna leak into next week, dude. There's not much I can do about it. But once again, we're doing all the the heavy thinking now. Scaling this up should not be difficult. It really should not. It should not. It should not. It should not be difficult. It's not true. It is not true. Oh, hi, Mark. Yowza. Keyword should. Yeah, I know. What are these things over? They're on either side of the spikes, so... Dude. That thing is gonna look insane here. Let me see the... Cue the classical music!
X-33 flies and lands autonomously.
Oh, look at that. The incidence. There's angle of incidence on these wings. If I'm looking at that right. Because look at the wing leading edge is down by the bottom, and the trailing edge of the wing is up here. Hang on. Does that convey that in the blueprints? It does. Yeah. Oh. Cool. I found the actual classical piece. SAR image. Wow, they took a picture of the launch pad that it launched from, Phil. That's really cool. Alright, guys, it's pretty much time for racing. You guys want to do some GTA racing? We can work on this more on Monday. I'm not sure how you're going to get your lift ball angle moved around. Not sure how... The center of lift. Center of lift and center of mass. There's ways to do it. Don't worry. Dude, this thing is ridiculous. Yeah, we're still a little too far out in front, but... Oh, yeah. This thing will... Yeah, I can get this thing to work. Here. Like... Watch, just let me go back here, like this, right? And then just take these right here. Nope, the bottom of this is pretty dang flat. So we could do something like this, and then I should be able to just put the strake in there, and it should fit. Yeah, for the most part. Shape doesn't look exactly right, but if we had something like this, right? Or if we just went straight for the flat, right? Flat bottom, right? Yeah, baby. Ooh, that would handle real well. Not so much there. Not so much there at all. That would be really bad. But this also is missing some stuff, like the body flaps. That's actually too much. Huh. Huh. That's real good, though. That's dangerous. That will make this thing very aerodynamically unstable. Which is why I like using those panels up there, because they... Yeah, they don't do this. We still got movement there. It's going to need more honing in. More dialing in. I take it you won't put the flaps on servos to actuate, huh? We have to, Rocket Guy. I don't really see another way to do that, do you? Like, unless I get the shuttle control surfaces anytime soon, in which case I can put it on one of these guys. I'll put one of those guys out and then the shuttle control surfaces behind that, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might just use panels for this. Should have tagged. If you can pitch the back of those side rear wings up during flight, it looked like you'd get really good level performance. Servos would be the play. I'm worried about the drift, though, dude. I mean, duh. Really? You know, like... But then again, yeah, replacing them after a period of time is not that big of a deal. We could do that. Just remember, the X-33 was always gliding with the nose angled up at 15 to 20 degrees until touchdown. Yep, yep. And I don't know how we're going to do the top of this thing. You know what? Let me see something. I'm just out of curiosity. Right? Let's say we did something like this. Just for the top. This is going to be a tough build, guys. It's going to be a tough build. We'll figure out something. You can make the top out of wings if you occluded it, right? Yeah. Ever tried using flags? No, Rocket Guy. I haven't. I haven't tried doing that. We could do that. Anyway. Yeah. We could do that. This thing is, either way, this thing's looking really freaking cool. Rocket Guy, why the huge angle of incidence on the wing, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, who said that a second ago? Jack, I think, said that this thing needs to be flying like this the entire time. I mean, there's such a ridiculously high angle of incidence. So what's the angle of incidence? These wings are tilted forward. So, like, if you picture wings on a plane, right? You know, this is dihedral, like if you're looking at the front of the plane, dihedral and hedral, and then you have positive angle of incidence and the negative angle of incidence. These are positive. They're forward like this. So like if you look at the thing from the front, well, you can't really tell from that picture, but would it work to use flags to color the bottom wings? If we made the texture, Jaka, yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, how crazy do you want to get with this thing, guys? It's basically to keep it from pitching up. We could use curved flags for the top and make a texture for the curved flags and have the curved flags go. Like, need nose up authority. This thing has almost no pitch control. It has pitch down, but almost no nose up. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, high angle of incidence. Like, see the wing right there? Yeah, see how they're tilted forward. It's because this thing flies nose up. Yeah, okay. If we can nail this thing, man, I'll be pretty dang happy. There really isn't an angle of incidence. I wonder if it's a stabilizer. What? What do you mean? How is that not AOI? I'm confused. Meaning the entire surface rotated with trim actuation? Huh. Huh. 20 degrees. Huh. Huh. Huh? What a crazy design, dude. Who thinks of that? That's ridiculous. Who the frick thinks of this? Alright. I don't get it. I don't get it. Who the frick thinks of this? It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. I mean, who thinks of that? But either way. Alright. Be the Elon Musk of the X-33. I would love to. I would love to kickstart this program again. I think X-33s could be... yeah. Could be pretty awesome. I mean, Rocket Guy, why wouldn't they give the thing a strake? Well, actually, that's a really dumb thing to ask, because the whole thing is a damn strake. Okay. Alright, either way, I'm gonna do some GTA racing now, guys. If you're out for KSP, KSP will be played again at 6 p.m. on Monday. Part of, obviously, a much longer stream. And we are going to do some Saturday night racing. Alright. Alright, Jim. Have a good night. Alright, yeah. Well, yeah, rocket lifting, buddy. I mean, there's obviously that. $6 p.m., so 7:30 after Space News. You know, you make a Kappa comment, but NASA man, I know good and well that you don't care that Space News goes that long. It's not a bad problem to have. Alright, Murado, right on, thank you. The belly of the X-33 acts like a flat bottom. Yeah, the whole thing is a giant wing, I get it. That's why you don't need strakes. Focus mode? Yeah. I mean, Law Dog, people like Space News. I looked at the numbers. People like Space News. They really like Space News. Like, the numbers don't lie. Number don't lie, dude. We are raking. It's time to rake, my pick.